Hello friends and my dear students, welcome back to my channel Phoenix Physics. Today we are going to learn applications of Gauss law. Second application is electric field due to charged infinite plane sheet. You know what is Gauss law? That is phi E is equal to integral closed integral E dot dA vector, that is equal to Q enclosed by epsilon naught. Look at the diagram. Consider an infinite plane sheet of charges with uniform surface charge density sigma. If it is linear charge density means lambda. Here I am going to calculate surface charge density, that is sigma. Sigma formula is sigma is equal to charge per unit area, that is Q by A. Suppose if you want to find out Q means you can write A sigma. This is our equation 1. Here sigma is constant. Why did I say sigma is constant? Because we have uniformly distributed charges on the surface of the sheet. This is our sheet. It has two dimensions, length and breadth. If it is infinitely charged wire means it has only one dimension. This is plane sheet, so it has two dimension, thin plane sheet. So it has two dimension. I am going to place the sheet like this. So this is my y axis and this is my z axis. So 3D means x, y, z axis. Just now I said this sheet has two dimension. So I am going to take y and z axis. So this is y axis and this is z axis. So this is nothing but our length of the sheet and this is breadth of the sheet. We have positive charge. You know that if it is positive charge means E points away from the source charge. So E points radially outward like this. This E direction is radially outward from the sheet. At the same time it is perpendicular to the sheet also. Keep the sheet like this. E points radially outward, at the same time perpendicular to the sheet also. Now I am going to choose point P at a distance R from the center of the sheet. So from this diagram you can see the electric field E acts along x direction. So E will not depend on y and z coordinates. This is y direction, this is z direction. E acts along x direction. My aim is to choose suitable Gaussian surface. For this plane sheet I can draw two different Gaussian surface. The one and only condition is it should be a closed surface. The magnitude of E should be same at all the points on the surface. This is an infinitely charged sheet. From the center, this is my P point. You know that E acts along the x direction. E will not depend on y and z coordinate. Which is my y coordinate? This is my y coordinate. So this distance is nothing but y coordinates. Same way, this is my z coordinate, right? Z coordinate. So this is my z coordinate. Connect y and z coordinates. See, you can get the plane like surface. This is y, this is z. Same way, this is z and this is y. This is y. Can you imagine this? So this is my y distance because this is my y direction. This is my z direction because the sheet is like this. you know that E will not depend on Y and Z axis, which means E acts only in the X direction alone, like this. So you connect the dot, you can get plane like surface like this. So this is my right hand side. Same way you can choose another point at a distance R from the sheet. Say this point is Q. Again this is my Y direction. This is my Z direction. Same way this is Z direction and this is Y direction. E acts in the X direction alone, like this. I can get plane like structure like this. So just connect these two planes, you can get cuboid structure. This is one of the Gaussian surface. This diagram is given in your NCERT book. In our state board syllabus, cylindrical Gaussian surface is given. So for this two-dimensional plane sheet, we can choose either cuboid Gaussian surface or we can choose cylindrical Gaussian surface. You know how to draw cylindrical Gaussian surface because we have already drawn cylindrical Gaussian surface in our previous application. For your better understanding, I will give one easy tip. See, if it is infinitely charged wire means the diagram is like this. The length is infinite. Okay, both the ends, the length is infinite. So we cannot draw Gaussian surface in the lengthwise. See, how did you draw Gaussian surface for this diagram? First you draw one circle, again circle, circle, then you connect all the points and you can get cylinder like structure. This is two-dimension one. Here length and breadth are infinite. That is why I have drawn cylindrical Gaussian surface in the middle. The plane is infinitely large, so the electric field same at all the points, equidistant from the plane and radially outward. This is our conclusion. This is our cylindrical Gaussian surface. It has length 2r. From this center to this end we have r. From this center to this end we have r. So totally we have 2r and we have two flat areas. P and P dash are two flat areas for this cylinder. The sheet passes through the middle of the Gaussian surface. Now I am going to apply Gauss law. What is our Gauss law? That is phi E is equal to closed integral E dot dA is equal to Q enclosed by epsilon naught. This is our Gauss law. At P point we have area A. These two areas are same. I am going to draw n cap. Now this area becomes area vector dA vector. Here this cylindrical surface has three parts, curved surface and two areas. So E dot dA curved surface, integral E dot dA P, integral E dot dA at P dash. Okay, that is equal to Q enclosed by epsilon naught. Here all are in the scalar product. So you can write EDA cos theta curved surface plus integral EDA cos theta P plus EDA cos theta P dash equal to Q enclosed by epsilon naught. Here at this curved surface you draw one normal, that is n cap. E is acts in this direction. The angle between these two 90 degree. At the curved surface angle is 90 degree. Here at P angle is 0 degree. Same way at P dash angle is 0 degree. So how do you write? Here cos 90 is 0. So you cancel this integral. So remaining one is integral EDA plus EDA. This is for P and this is for P dash. That is equal to Q enclosed by epsilon naught. See, both the areas at P and P prime areas are same. So you can simply add these two integrals. Why? Because areas are same at P and P dash. So you can add these two integrals, that is 2 integral EDA is equal to Q enclosed by epsilon naught. Here E is constant or the magnitude of E is same. So you take it outside. 2E integral dA is equal to Q enclosed by epsilon naught. Here integral dA is equal to area. So simply you can write A. 2EA is equal to Q enclosed by epsilon naught. Substitute equation 1. What is our equation 1? Q is equal to A sigma. Substitute here. So 2EA is equal to A sigma by epsilon naught. So E, if you want, E means A sigma divided by 2A epsilon naught. Cancel this. So finally you can get E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So we calculated electric field E is equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Suppose if you want to write in the vector format, means E vector can be written as sigma by 2 epsilon naught r cap. Here r cap is nothing but unit vector. We can conclude 3 points. First one, electric field E depends only on surface charge density sigma, independent on r, because here we have no r term. So E depends on sigma, independent of r. This is our first point. Second one, sigma means surface charge density. If it is positive means E points radially outward. If it is negative means E points radially inward. This is our second conclusion. Third conclusion, this equation is valid for infinitely charged plane sheet. Suppose if you have finite plane sheet, means this equation is valid only in middle region far away from both the ends. In this class we derived electric field due to infinitely charged plane sheet. If it is plane sheet means it has 2 dimension, length and breadth. For this we can choose either cuboid Gaussian surface or cylindrical Gaussian surface. Finally we calculated electric field E, that is sigma by 2 epsilon naught. From this equation we concluded 3 points. E depends on sigma, independent on r. Then sigma positive means E points outward, negative means inward. And if it is finite charged sheet means this equation is valid only in the middle region far away from both the ends. I hope this video is useful to you. If you like my video, please share and subscribe my video. Thank you.